Hi, my name is Shannon Cobb from United Way of Westchester and Putnam, and you're probably watching this video because somebody thought you would make a great ambassador or cheerleader for a worthy cause during Give Local Westchester and Putnam. Congrats on being chosen. This is a 10-minute video that will explain what Give Local is and how to get your friends to give local and still love you. So let's get started. What is Give Local America? This is a national 24-hour online giving day run by a company called Kimbia. Different regions around the country celebrate supporting their local charities by adopting the name by their region. Here we run Give Local Westchester and Putnam. Each area has its own website, and these websites are linked to the national campaign. Across the country, all of these campaigns raised over $68 million for 9,000 nonprofits in a single day. Give Local Westchester and Putnam will be run through the website givelocalwp.org. We have two fantastic lead media partners, Daily Voice and WHUD 100.7, as well as other local bloggers and groups sharing information. Last year, during our pilot year, 521 gifts were made through Give Local. Our leading agency brought in over $10,000. Now, the first thing you want to do is check out your charity page on givelocalwp.org. You can search using the Find an Organization box in the top right of each page. In order to share that page with others, simply copy the URL out of the address bar. Now note, if you look at the page before noon on May 3rd, there's no way to donate yet. A donate box will automatically appear when the campaign begins. So here's an image of the form that will go live at noon on May 3rd. The URL address for your charity will stay the same. Now, Kimbia has the highest level of security for all donations, so your donor information will remain safe. Give Local is a great way to get new donors for your charity. Last year, 33% of the donors claimed it was their first time donating to the charity. New donors are incredibly important, and that's where you come in, because the best person to get new donors is someone who donates. Not only are you connected to people who may not know about the cause, you're also seen as an unbiased person since you don't work for the charity. So how do you get your friends to donate and still love you? First, let's dispel some myths. Many of us live under the impression that we can't ask for money because we're horrible at it. The truth is, if you are passionate about your cause, you will be awesome. I once started a speakers bureau for a nonprofit serving children who were abused and neglected. One of my least eloquent volunteers offered to speak, but when she stood up and told the story about the child she was working with, there was not a dry eye in the house. People were leaning forward in their chairs just to listen to her. And just so you know that I'm not the only one who believes this, while I was writing this presentation, I received this in the mail. Skills are cheap, passion is priceless. Now, the other myth I hear is nobody likes to get donation requests. And this is partially true, but I would say nobody wants impersonal scripted asks for money. Now, especially in an election year, we hear a lot of empty words all the time. But what we honestly crave is real, genuine feelings. Just watch what gets liked or shared on Facebook. So you can use some basic language around what Give Local is, but when talking about your charity, speak from the heart. Ask yourself, why does this cause touch my heart? Now, most people will ask their friends through email, but you can also use these ideas for creating a short video or even calling someone on the phone. Tell a short story. Did the charity personally help you or someone you know? Or maybe you're a volunteer and you can talk about what that means to you. And it doesn't have to be a fancy story. Just the other day, some of us from United Way were handing out books to low-income children. And these children got so excited just by getting a book. And I realized how little it takes to make them happy. And that's a great visual to talk about. So think about your experiences. Maybe you visited the center or had a touching experience at the last fundraiser. Can you describe it? Include a line about why you trust this charity. Do the staff work tirelessly? Is the budget tight? Do they make a big impact in the community? But here's a warning. Never compare your charity to another or say anything bad about another agency. This will just discredit your intentions. Stay positive. Make your ask fun. They're your friends for a reason. They actually like hanging out with you. Take advantage of the fact that they would love an excuse to hang out with you and feel good doing it. Hold a dinner party. Offer a cup of coffee to anyone who donates. There's also businesses offering coupons to donors for Give Local called Discounts for Donors. They'll be listed on the website. Use this as an excuse to go out to eat with a friend or see a movie. Or if you're daring, offer to do something embarrassing, like shave your head or wear a silly hat to work if you reach a certain goal. Now, speaking of goals, it's great to set one and to let your friends know what it is. Don't forget to report back to them if you made it. There's lots of kinds of goals. A straight amount that you want to raise, like $1,000. You could have a goal of getting 10 friends to donate, or you can focus on the impact of the donation, like raising the cost it would take to house a family in a shelter for a full week. Check to see if your charity has a matching fund for Give Local. These are usually dollar-for-dollar matches on any donations during the campaign. If they don't have one, think about offering one to your friends. I'll match you dollar for dollar up to $1,000 for anything you give to my charity. You can also use the leaderboard at givelocalwp.org. There's a lot of cash prizes listed for your charity. Rally your friends to support the charity around one of those prizes, like getting the most donors or the most dollars raised. If you're a small charity, go for one of the time-sensitive prizes, like the Sunset Prize, which goes to the person's charity who donates closest to sunset. Keep in mind that computers process at different speeds, so it may not process at the exact time you think. Ask several friends to try for the same prize in hopes you won't be shut out. For late nighters, we added the May the 4th Be With You prize. It will go to the charity that gets the first donation of $500 or more starting at midnight. You can also add some personal competition between friends. My dad once sent an email asking for donations for his charity, saying he made a wager he could raise more money than his friend Joe. And he said, "And I'll have to buy Joe a beer if I lose." If your agency is small, don't worry. Last year, the top agency only had one paid staff person. There wasn't any staff to do the work, so the board and volunteers just did it, and it was so much better for them. Now, I'd like to end with this quote. Your thoughts, words, and deeds are painting the world around you. So let's paint something beautiful in Westchester and Putnam. Thank you for joining me, and have a great fundraising day.